New year, new bullshit. Mystery slash loot boxes have come back in a big way. I mean, honestly, what a better way to start the year than having Ooga Booga, Dum Dum Head, RiceGum, and Jake Paul start selling gambling scams to kids.
Wow, it's gonna be a great year.
So on the final days of 2018, we had Jake Paul, RiceGum making full-on ad videos, not ad spots on their videos, full-on ad videos for what we know as right now as mysterybrand.net. I'll go ahead and have one of them do the honors of explaining it to you.
Allow me to explain. So basically, there's this thing on the internet called mystery boxes. You buy them, you don't know what's gonna be in them. They come to your house, you open it up, and it's a mystery! You could get a pile of shit, or you could get a Rolls Royce. Okay, so basically there's a bunch of boxes on the site, and you can like open them virtually. They have all different types of stuff. Hypebeast, girls, gamers, clothing, a Christmas box, popular boxes, Apple boxes, Mega Tech, all sorts of stuff.
I mean, that's what it really is. It's just an evolved slot machine. Sound like goddamn motherfucking, damn. CSGO Lotto. So out of these nincompoops, we're gonna select RiceGum.
I'm so sorry, but he's just such an easy target.
His video is more manageable to consume compared to Jake Paul's, which straight up gives you ADHD just watching. I don't know if you can contract it, but... And throughout the video, you'll hear him mention this mentality a lot where you lose some, but you win some. So it's a classical dangerous gambler's fallacy and rationalization.
Bro, I really opened up a $100 box just to get a towel, but I'm not too mad because you win some, you lose some, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure this next one though, here we go.
And compared to Jake Paul, he focuses more on the sellback feature, you see. So on the website, when you win an item, it has a cash back value that you could sell.
These shoes are like $1,000, right? I can sell it back for $500, so like it's a profit. There's no losing in this, because even if you get an item that you don't like, you just sell it back. Here we go. Hey guys, so I sold it back for like $1,000, which is so weird because I bought a $100 box, but I got a $1,000 shoe out of it. So I got some profit. Yo, I'm gonna keep going, yo.
Gamble it more. Gamble your whole life away. This seriously sounds like a gambling addict. But one thing I'll give credit to RiceGum is that he does show the end more than Jake on the disappointment of winning the lower end prizes. But at the same time, it could be also a negative and positive because he has those lows of just getting just these bare bones shitty items, and then he's winning Chanel bags.
Of course I got the fidget spinner. Yo, give me the expensive stuff. Like, I gotta, come on. Bruh, I just got the handbag. Yo, that's a $10,000 handbag.
It's creating these highs and lows that just like keep you going. It literally is an embodiment of how gambling addiction forms. And then giving that hope to the kids watching is so bad because then it just wraps back around into his you win some, you lose some fallacy. You're just gonna have to blow about $400, but after that, yeah, you're gonna start winning some good stuff. Maybe I'm dumb, or maybe RiceGum is dumb, but he keeps stating that he's getting that bottom price, which I think is just an MSRP.
I can sell this back for $600 and make profit. I'm gonna do it. I'm making profit.
And I think he's getting that cash back value. He's just too dumb to realize. And now I guess we'll take a dive into Jake Paul's video. Very similar, but there is some different themes that come across and some different focuses that Jake dwells on, which I would say are not as bad as RiceGum, but we're really talking about two evils. It's just less evil. Now, one thing that he boasts about in this video compared to RiceGum is how much he spent. Even in the title, it says, I spent $5,000 on loot boxes. And one thing that doesn't match up is there's actually a leaderboard on the website, but yet his name that he creates, because it even shows him creating his whole account process.
Avatar, I'm Iron Man.
It's not on that leaderboard. This is already fishy within itself because if Jake actually spent the money on a regular account that he just did this deal for, he would show up on that leaderboard, but just him not doing that, it kind of brings up some questions like, this is maybe a rigged account where his odds are increased, so it technically doesn't count. At a certain point, he then does make his own mystery box since it's a feature of the site. I'll let Jake explain.
Another feature on this site is you can create custom boxes. Start off with going for maybe an iMac. So I guess you put in the product that you want, and then you put a probability percentage of what the percentage is that this is gonna not make sense, but basically you put a percentage, and when you go to open the box, that is the percent chance that you have in winning that exact product. And also the probability that you put also affects the price of the box. So if you put that 95% chance that you're gonna get an iMac, it's probably gonna be more expensive. Apple iMac percent chance, I'm going with 5% chance. Apple Watch, 95% chance. Box price, this one's at $1,138.
The watch only retails for around $400-ish. That computer retails for $6,400. And just, I know I should probably do the math, but I'm not gonna do it because you could just see it apparently. 95% chance, and you pay $1,100 per roll. That's nearly triple for almost guaranteed getting the watch.
Why are we still here?
This is getting...
Just to suffer?
Since, of course, this is a bigger YouTuber, he does have a ton of money, so he's able to be wild with it. And that within itself is also kind of dangerous to show to kids. They may not understand. Jake Paul has the kind of money to blow it all. So kids may get the impression that, hey, I'm just gonna play these high stakes games. So of course, after those videos were released, came the fallout. After that kind of bullshittery was released at the new year, you knew my boys were coming in. You knew H3H3 was coming in, dog. Love you. They dived into the morality of it. And I have to agree, this is not about promoting a gambling site. This is about Jake Paul and RiceGum promoting underage, unregulated gambling to kids. When H3H3 makes a video on something, it brings attention to the whole matter, which is great because then you actually elicit responses out of people. Jake Paul's response was very light, to say the least. It was simply 2 responses on Twitter. He's just all right with it. And I gotta respect it in a way. Jake accepts that it's like, hey man, I just sold out. Now on the other hand, we have RiceGum Drop, who made a response video, and he's not known for his elegance and his responses and comebacks. Yeah, of course you can imagine it went shitty. Basically, it just devolved into him just pointing fingers, being like, oh, well, he did it, oh, but he did it, look, no, look.
This is YouTube name reaction time. He actually has more subscribers than me. I don't know how because he's not cooler than me, but anyways, he made the same type of video. Look, all these guys right here, right? They're in David Dobrik's crew, whatever. They're influential, got kid fans. Same thing, open up boxes. This guy, Morgs, same exact thing, literally same thing. Guava Juice got more subscribers than me. Why is no one talking about this guy?
Just snitching like a bitch. On top of snitching, he basically admitted he only did it for money.
They offered Keemstar 100K, so my numbers are higher. So imagine how much they offered me, right? So the money was on the table, and if I wanted the money, I just had to open up a few Supreme boxes and shoe boxes, and boom, I get the money. So I was like, yo, that sounds easy enough.
And what do you expect me to do? They offered me money, and I only care about money. Like, how does this man have dedicated fans when he literally straight up says,
I don't give a fuck. I like money.
Overall, it was just a lackluster apology. His makeup for it was, here's Amazon gift cards.
And it is what it is, and there's nothing I can really do but say sorry and give you these Amazon gift cards, so I'm sorry.
I mean, what did you really expect from this guy?
But wait, there's more.
He comes back with a second response video, and guess what? It's just as bad. He hasn't changed. He's just as dumb. So in the second video, it's a continuing thing of pointing fingers at people and being like, well, you snitched on me, or he did it. Oh no, he did it. He did it.
You're the one that snitched on us first. Like, you digged into all the details, posted your video before Keemstar, the news channel. Like, you were quick with it. Like,
and he does bring up a semi-valid point with the better health. controversy.
Apparently this old man was like getting some backlash or something over something, I don't know, but like he was like explaining. Basically what happened was there was this app where apparently it treats depression and mental health and stress and anxiety, just all this stuff. And then you have to pay money to use it. And I guess people got mad because YouTubers were promoting it and people just made it seem like the YouTubers were like preying on like their, you know, sad and depressed viewers to try to make money off of them. Or I don't know. I really don't care too much about it.
Not a gambling site, so definitely not on the degree. But it was a website where it promoted health counselors and therapists provided through an online service, so you'd be in chat rooms and they could talk to you. But it's caught a lot of flack recently. Not recently, it's kind of been a minute since, that the service was just not what was promised. There was no verification for these therapists or counselors on the website that were helping you. And some people had really bad experiences who were actually trying to seek help. And it soured them. Not a good service, they said. That one was bad because it did kind of take advantage of the fact where it's like, if you got mental health problems or you're going through something, just pay us. Just give us money. But we are going back to just pointing fingers as, hey, but he did it, but he did. RiceGum guaranteed stitches out other drivers on the road when he gets pulled over. Pulled over for speeding. Hey, officer, but that guy, I got his license plate. No, this one. Actually, my buddy back home speeds all the time. None of these behaviors are a surprise for RiceGum. This is the same guy who asked the rape victim if she liked it. I mean, you can't really expect more.
You got raped?
Yeah, bro. And this dude, he raped like hella people.
What the fuck? No, but did it feel good though?
No, I didn't.
Rape, right? But yeah, this dude goes shallow enough to make fun of Ethan's wife, Hila.
I think this fool is depressed or whatever because his girl be just so whack. Like, I'm sorry, someone has to say it, but like, every time his girl is in a video, bro, it's just crickets. Monotone Monica over here. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know her name, but like, for real, she's just so boring, bro. And maybe
How the fuck are you gonna talk shit on her? And be like, oh, she's boring, she's quiet, bro. Your girl fucking sucks. Well, me? Dude, I'm getting all these thotties just riding my dick just for my clout. I got the most fucking annoying voice ever, so no one would actually fuck me.
I remember I was broke, I couldn't dress a lot.
But let's get down to the nitty-gritty hard facts rather than the objective making fun of some challenged kids. Now we can actually talk about Mystery Brand itself. So The Verge posted an interesting article. I'll post it down in the description if you want to read it yourself, but I'm just gonna go ahead and regurgitate the information to you since reading is alright. Mystery Brand even admitted themselves that they don't own all of the products that they advertise in their loot boxes. Most specifically, the mansion, of course, the $250 million mansion, they don't own it. Wow, what? They don't own a $250 million mansion that they were advertising in like a $5 loot box? So crazy, I know. As well as the many sports and luxury brand cars. Again, not a surprise, but they did say they would send a representative out there to help them with the purchase of those. Take that as you will. Seems really fishy. You could just say that for anything, really. It even extends beyond the mansion and the luxury cars. This even goes for the lower products. Still not lower, we're still talking thousands of dollars shoes, but they don't own those either. They purchase them for you and then it goes to you. So this company literally doesn't have a stockpile of any of these high-end products. Only these small like fidget spinners and slime that you can win off here, or icicles, or gingerbread sight balances, whatever the hell that means. This brings up the question, what happens when you win a product that they don't have? Or is it even possible to win some of the products listed in the loot boxes? There has been people that you could see on Instagram or Reddit talking about how they haven't received packages for up to 45, 60 days. That's 2 months. What? But this Tim Perks guy, who seems like to be the only representative you could talk to when it comes to Mystery Brand, guarantees that all those are fake and manufactured. Everyone has gotten their stuff. Anybody who says otherwise is lying. Another big component is Mystery Brand for shoes specifically, since they're more of a bigger product on the site compared to everything else. Since, hey man, kids like shoes. Kids like Yeezys. Of course gambling kids will want shoes. Mystery Brand doesn't own shit in shoes. They actually use a third-party website known as StockX, which is a user-based marketplace. In the article, The Verge talked to StockX and asked them if they had any affiliation with the company. Nope, we don't have affiliation with Mystery Brand. So you know how Mystery Brand gets its shoes? It gets them through a user account, so it doesn't have any special privileges. It just buys them as if it was just a regular customer on that site. So of course, you know, that causes issues. And if StockX, their stock, is made from users. So how can Mystery Brand ever guarantee that one of those shoes is always going to be available? And on top of that, StockX has run into many issues since there is a whole market for fake shoes. But StockX claims to have these services where they have these warehouses and experts look at them, verify if they're fake or real. But StockX has been hammered by people who are saying they've received fakes, they have bad customer service. The Verge even linked to a video where a guy insisted to them and had photo evidence and everything that the shoes that he got were fake. So just imagine if you won shoes on Mystery Brand, okay? Mystery Brand did not buy those shoes and have them in their own warehouse and have them under their own policies. They got them through another supplier as a customer themselves. So if those shoes are fake, you're shit out of luck. And further, they say if there's an error, it will take a maximum of 45 working days. 45 working days to fix the issue. Of course, they'll try and fix it as soon as possible. They give themselves 45 working days. What? Oh my god, dude. So Mystery Brand was using a service known as Probably Fair. That is a service used by gambling websites to kind of ensure that their odds are legitimate and be transparent. But the funny thing is, this has now been removed from Mystery Brand. Even when those odds were reverse engineered using the Create a Mystery Box, didn't line up with what was reasonable. And that was proven by a Twitter user known as Delta. And what he did was, while those odds were up, he went to the Create Your Own Mystery Box section, made the exact same duplicate of the $15 box, included all the cars, all the clothes, everything that you could get, every possible item. And when those odds were up, he put in the odds himself in there, and the box came up to around
$7,000.
to make that loot box profitable or reasonable. No way those cars, or even those high-end products, or the $188 million house was included in a $15 box, especially at the odds that it gave. Because for the cars were sitting at 0.17, 0.15-ish%, which is still incredibly high for a $15 box. And to make the website even more fishy, its domain is registered in the US. It's shipping from China. For some reason, the company is based in Poland, so it's under Polish jurisdiction. Tim Perks, come on. On top of all this bullshit, in the YouTube community guidelines, it says it is prohibited to link to any online gambling site. So of course, YouTube is showing their bias compared to other events where they took the hard stance on. But of course, RiceGum, Jake Paul, bad, don't do that. So at the end of the day, what can we take from this? RiceGum and Jake Paul continue to be shitheads. All right. 2, CSGO Lotto lives on through mysterybrand.net. 3, where's the hard stance, YouTube, since this is against community guidelines? 4, where's my $100,000 promo offer? But hey, that's all I got for you. Tell me what you think. Comment, like, subscribe if you liked it, and thanks for watching.